my big hug and lots of love to all of you, our students, the jewels of our university. A very, very warm welcome to the new academic year, 2019-20, and from us to you, a big hand of welcome, a big hand. For me, the commencement day is a very special day. It is an extremely important milestone in the life of all of us, whether you're a student, whether we are teachers, administrators, because this is the day of new beginnings. And new beginnings are always about possibilities. New beginnings are always about opportunities. New beginnings are always about optimism and hope. And I would like all of you students, especially all the students joining us new in Sri Sri University, I would like to say welcome home. And to all of the returning students, I would like to say welcome back home. And start this new year with this attitude of what are the possibilities that lie ahead for you? What are the opportunities that lie ahead for you? What can you grab to really build your experience? What can you do more of? What can you do different of? We are in a world which is increasingly becoming flat today. So nobody is going to come and spoon feed you about what you need to do or what you need to learn, because these opportunities, this information, these tools, these avenues are all open. They all lie all around us. So I would like you to ask yourself every day, what new did you do today? What new did you learn today? You know, because the world is moving at a very, very fast pace. Do you know the spindle, the charkha, which Mahatma Gandhi used? Do you know how many years it took to reach the whole world? It started from Europe. It took 120 years till the charkha it came out of Europe, even reached India. Do you know how many years the iPhone took to reach the whole world? Do you have a guess? How many years did the iPhone take? So many of us are using iPhone. It took less than 20 years for the iPhone to reach almost 2 billion people in the world today. So that is the speed at which the world is moving. Even as I'm speaking, I can see many of you are on your phones. Now that is a new hand. Our hand doesn't stop here. Our hand has got extended to our phone. Many of us cannot sleep in the night without without holding our phone. I was in Switzerland recently and I was staying in someone's home and they had a weird looking thing in the bathroom near the shower, and I asked them what it is and they said this is for us to keep the phone so we can see the phone even when we are showering. So the phone is our new hand, and that is the pace at which our life is evolving. So I want you to ask yourself every day, are you doing enough to keep pace with the way the world is moving? If this one question is alive in your mind and in the way you live, I think you will be preparing yourself to enter the world that you will after you complete your university period here. Because even 3 years hence, even 2 years hence, some of you will be with us 4 years, even 4 years hence, the world will look different than what it is today. And how are you preparing yourself for that world? So I would ask you to really keep this question alive in your mind. Information you can get everywhere. You know, I met Sundar Pichai recently in Mumbai. He was visiting and I had a chance to have a meeting with him. And I told him, I said, Mr. Pichai, you have made life for us very difficult because anything we want to teach is already on your Google. So we are competing with technology which is 24/7. but I feel we still have an edge because Google, at least till now, is not human and we are human. And that human touch is only what you can get in your classrooms, in your hostel rooms, in your clubs, in your sports fields. So see how you can nurture that. And I always say, information you can get on the internet, only knowledge and wisdom you can get in a university. And that is where you are. So do the best you can to grab every opportunity to increase your wisdom, to increase your knowledge. Don't run after information because information will change and there will be enough avenues for you to get it. I want to leave you with, there is a lot of research today that is being done on what are the 5 main skills that will be required for all of us as human beings to really be able to live in the world of today. And this is more important for you than some of us. Most of you here are millennials. You will enter the workforce. You will be 50% of the workforce in a very short period of time. So there are 5 skills that you will need. And if you don't have these skills, you will have it will not be so easy for you to navigate yourself in the world, not just in workplaces, but in the world at large. So what are these 5 skills? The number 1 skill is the skill of critical thinking. Can you think for yourself? Are you like a parrot which can just repeat? Or can you actually think and say something? Can you actually think and write something? So ask yourself every day, how are you nurturing the skill of critical thinking in you? And there are so many ways you can do it. I would say you have to read at least 1 book a week. Not a fiction book of some thriller. That's okay. You can read for some recreation, but read a book a week and write what you understood, not what you read, what you understood. If you keep doing it week after week, you will see that your ability to think for yourself will become deeper and sharper. So what's the first skill? Critical thinking. That's the first skill. The second skill, communication. See, nothing is as good as how you can communicate it. You can get 4 PhDs in your academic career, but if you cannot talk about it, it is only of that much use. So build your communication skills. Speak wherever you can. I want to congratulate the both of you. You're doing a fantastic job at hosting this commencement day. So grab every opportunity that you can to speak. Speak in front of the mirror, speak in front of a wall, speak to a friend, record yourself, repeat it, watch it again, correct yourself, speak, because communication is going to be the defining skill, the differentiating skill that will determine how successful you can be. So what's the second skill? I cannot hear you. Say that again. So it's not only what you say, but whether you can be heard. That's important. So the second skill is communication. The third skill is collaboration. No one can teach you collaboration in a text. You have to learn it by experience. So again, grab every opportunity to be a part of a team, whether it's to organize an event for your department, for your classroom, whether to play in a team, in a sport of your choice, whether to do fundraising for a festival, whatever it is, whether to work in your club, find every opportunity to collaborate. Because tomorrow's world is about the success of collaboration. So what's the third skill? I can't hear you. Can you say it again? Collaboration. The fourth skill, again a skill that cannot be taught. It has to be experienced, it has to be lived, it has to be invoked, is the skill of creativity. Today we are in an aggregated world. We are in the world of Uber, Ola, we are in the world of Airbnb, we are in the world which is becoming increasingly easy to copy. So what is the edge you will have? Why should somebody take you in their job or even as an intern when there are 20 options available? Innovation, and innovation comes from that spirit of creativity. And I think that is where Mr. Dhal is the biggest differentiator here in Srishi University, because creativity comes from within, and only if I can connect to myself can I reach that source of creativity, and which is what, you spoke about it, Virat, Lambaji spoke about it, all of you have experienced it. Practice your techniques. Many of us are a couple of decades older than you, and we can tell you how that has helped us. When you are able to connect to yourself, you are going to be able to reach that spot in you which you don't know exists. So this cannot be taught, but you have to reach out to that space within yourself. So meditate, do your kriya every day, practice your sadhana. That is going to help you tap that creative space within you. So what's the fourth skill? Your communication can decide whether we can hear it or not. What's the fourth skill? Creativity. And the fifth skill, so these four skills are by research. The fifth skill, I think, from my side, which is extremely important, is the skill of our ability to care, our compassion. And that today is the hallmark for any leader. Today, the time is not for autocratic leadership. The time is for collaborative, compassionate leadership. And how can you build your compassion? Again, that is, I think, our big differentiator in the university. We have so many opportunities for you to do seva, to serve. Work with your friends, work with communities around who are not as gifted as us, who are not as, who are not so economically prosperous as us. All of us have opportunity to educate ourselves, which itself is such a big thing in our country today. So take every opportunity to learn a little more about those communities, about those people who don't have as much as you, because only then you can build a space in your heart to be able to listen and to be able to care, and that will become a big asset for you as you walk out of the university on your graduation or post-graduation. So what are the 5 skills again required? First skill, say loudly. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Fantastic. If you keep this alive in you, I am telling you, this university is the best place you can be. There are so many opportunities for you. There are so many avenues for you that I really every time feel I wish we had it when we were students. So make the most of it. We all really love you, truly. We are so happy that you are chosen Srishi University. You made a smart choice. And all of us are here to support you, to guide you, to work with you. Your teachers are working very hard, all your heads of departments, all your deans, the vice chancellor, the whole team is putting a lot of effort to make sure that you get the best, and it is our expectation that you do more than your best for yourself and for your alma mater. So I really wish you all the very best. My best blessings are with you. Do well and soar high, and welcome to Srishi University. Jai Gurudev.